थियो भेटे गयो अब छुट्नु नै थियो. Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. It's me Chetan Mogar and welcome to my channel. The Philippines Supreme Court had blocked an impeachment trial against Sara Duterte, making a victory for the country's vice president. The lower house of the Filipino parliament had voted to impeachment Duterte in February after she was accused of misusing public funds and threatening to kill President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. But a court spokesperson told reporters on Friday the impeachment would violate a constitutional ban on having multiple impeachment proceedings in a year. At a press conference on Friday, the court said it was not absolving Duterte of the charge had faced, but the ruling means she had been guaranteed a reprieve from impossible outstanding. It lasts until February 2026. This also gives her more time to gather support for a possible presidential run in the crucial run of year to 2028 general election. Had an impeachment vote gone against her, Duterte would not have been able to run for president. The ruling is the latest development in the dramatic Duterte Marcos saga, which has seen them go for life to force both children of powerful bottom leader. The two had joined hands in 2022 to form a political supreme alliance known as the Unit Team. But after the duo's point to victory, the crash soon began to appear. A war of words that seen ever Sarah's father, Rodrigo Duterte, called Marosco drug addict, reached a claim last never when she made a Facebook post claiming that if she were able to kill, she had spoke a person to ensure the president was killed too. This commit triggered the impeachment proceeding against her. Things then become even more personal when Sarah's father was suddenly extradited to the US to face charge of crimes against humanity for his notoriety war on drugs, which is believed to have killed thousands of people. But even before this ruling, the odds of convicting Sarah in the Senate impeachment court on even starting the proceeding was uncertain due to suffering political alliance that followed the general election in May. The fight between Duterte and Moscow had dominated the election, and Duterte won more seats in the Senate than expected. And what was seen a rough rebuff of the incumbent, the 15-member Supreme Court dominated by appointment of Sarah's father, impeachment proceedings are extremely division in Philippines chaotic political landscape signed the restoration of democracy to the country in 1968. Only one such attempt has successfully ended with the verdict that former Supreme Court Chief Justice Renato Corrado, who was convicted of firing his asset in 2012, former President Joseph Einstein informant for alleged Kraft was cut short in 2001 after public anger over the conduct of the trial spurred massive street protest that eventually led to his ouster. Philippines good to face 19% tariff, Trump say. The US will levy a 20 and 19% tax on import from the Philippines. US President Donald Trump had announced after meeting with the country president at the White House. Trump right on social media on Thursday that the new tariff was part of a wider pact in which the Filipino would move duty on US goods and the two countries would cooperate military. It was a beautiful visit and we conclude on trade deal, he wrote on social media, offering on further detail about the apparent agreement. The plan, which was not confirmed by the Philippines, would leave the country facing a tax even higher than what Trump had threatened with his first announced sweeping global tariff in April. At the time,
Trump said his good with sustainable tariff was to push country to drop policies he saw as unfair. Unfair with the US, his plan to set up a flurry of trade talk with countries around the world. He said sign announce a handful of detail, including with the UK, China, and Indonesia, but the agreement so far have kept in place high tariff with key ensured unresolved or uncomfortable by both parties. With Trump now threatening a new round of higher duties to go into effect 1 August, some of America's biggest and most important trade partners, including the European Union and Canada, remain to limbo as hopes for a deal deemed official in European are increasingly racing around plans for potential relations. In Canada on Thursday, Prime Minister Mark Carney said that complex negotiations will continue but was non-committal on the prospect of reaching a deal by Trump deadline next week. We will see, he told reporters after meeting with Premier in Ontario. The Americans object are multiple and they change over time, but what is clear is the Canadian government will not accept a bad agreement. That object is not to have an agreement at any cost. Trump's tariff plans spoke would spare financial turmoil when he announced them originally in April, putting forward a plan that would leave the US with his highest duty sign in the early 90s. Early 90s. In a letter to leader in the Philippines this month, he had said he would charge a 20% tariff on the country goods that was of from 17% rate he had threatened in April. In a statement on Wednesday, the embassy of the Republic of the Philippines said a reduction in the tariff from the most recent rate threatened was encouraging. We will continue to find other ways to enhance and defend our economic partnership, it said. It said the Philippines, in a relatively small trade partner with the USA, sending about 14 billion worth of goods to the America last year, that intended car parts, electric mechanic machinery, textile and coconut oil. Meanwhile, for companies, the cost of the new tariff in increasing General Motors on Thursday tariff at cost is more than 1 billion over the 3 months. There followed an earlier disclosure from a revealed settlement market chief, which said the measure had cost 300 million euro. US tech CEO suspended after Coldplay concert embarrass goes viral. A US tech company had placed its CEO on leave after an embarrassed catch on a big screen at a Coldplay concert. Rumors to involve two of the farmers employee went viral. And the clip, which initially appeared on a giant screen at Glatton Stadium in Foxbozen, Masquerades. Two people are seen with their arms wrapped around each other. When their face appears for thousands to see, the man and woman abruptly duck and hide from the camera. Reports that both are executives at the company, astronomer, and rumors of an affair speaks by lead singer Chris Martin comment then spread online. The company confirmed late on Friday that its CEO Andy Barron had been placed on leave. Barron has been with astronomers since July 2030. He himself had not confirmed himself as being the man seen in the video. The woman was identified online as Christine Cabot, the company chief people officer, who has been associated who has been with astronomers since November 2024. He had not confirmed she was in the viral video either. The BBC has been unable to independently confirm that the identity of either of the two people in the video. The video of their swing to music then quickly trying to hide, explored on the internet after the concert on Wednesday night. After seeing that Pinhead could place Martin said to the crowd, either they are having an affair or they are just very shy. The initial video post to TikTok received millions of views. It was then shared across platforms, turned into memes and made fun of a television program. 2 days after the internet became inundated with chatter about the embarrassed astronomer, put out a, a statement announcing an investigation into the matter without specifying the video. It noted that Mr. Band had not really realized a personal statement and that reports saying otherwise we were concerned fake settlement popularity from being went viral. It also said that no other employees were in the video. Astronomer in it conformed to the value and culture that have guided us sign our funding. The statement read, our leader are expected to set the settlement in both conduct and accountability. Co-founder and chief product official Plate DJ has been appointed interim CEO.